Hi, my dear students. I am once again welcoming you to the Prcc classes, chapter 1. Here in this chapter, we are already completing so many concepts. Now we have to be discussing the most important concept here. So, the most important concept here, what we have to be discussing means this is the steps for developing relationships. Steps for developing the relationship means interpersonal relationship. What is meant by interpersonal relationship? We are very well known about the meaning of interpersonal relationship. Interpersonal relationship is nothing but so each and every persons they are understanding together, they are understanding together. So here this is what we called as interpersonal relationship. So the interpersonal relationship is very essential in the personal and professional life of the individual person. Therefore interpersonal relationship means it is the exist between any two or more persons who interact and fulfill one or more physical or emotional needs. That is what we called as interpersonal relationship. ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಹಕಾರ, ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನ ಪಡಿತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್, the relationship model are developed by the George, the relationship model developed by the George Levinger. So George Levinger, who is this George Levinger is nothing but George Levinger is a professor of psychology. George Levinger is a professor of psychology. So he studied about the close relationship of each and every person. Close relationship of each and every person. He is a professor of psychology at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst in the Germany. He born in the Berlin. So he is a Germany psychologist. So therefore, he studied about the each and every psychological variations of the human being and the individual. So he tells us the importance of interpersonal relationship. Therefore, there are the different stages involving in developing the relationship. ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಪಡಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಹಂತಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ದಾಟಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಹಂತಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು 5 ಹಂತಗಳಾಗಿ, the 5 stages we are dividing, those 5 stages is very essential to develop the relationship between one person to another person. So therefore what are those important steps here? The first one is acquaintance. The first one is acquittance. Here, what is meant by acquittance? This is the most important point here. What is meant by acquittance is nothing but a person one knows, a person one knows slightly, a person one knows slightly who is not a close friend. A person one who knows the slightly ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ನೋಸ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಬಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್. ಅವನು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಸನ್ ನ ಇವನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗವರ್ನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ issues such as former relationship, whether it is a physical proximity, impression developed when they meet first, etc. If people like each other in first meet, relationship continues. Here acquaintance, first of all, this is the basic and first step to develop the interpersonal relationship here. So in this one, a person is knowing the another person, but he is not a friend, but he is not a friend. But the physical proximity is nothing but proximity means nearness. Proximity means here nearness. So the physical nearness and the impression. So many times we are telling that first impression is the best impression. So this is what we called as here in this step. If the people like each other in first meet, means it is the first impression they create in their minds a positively, means then they are continuing their relationship. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ಒಂದು ಭೇಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಹಂತ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ಭೇಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವರ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಒಂದು ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ಭಾವನೆಗಳು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯವನ್ನ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನ ಅವರು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಹಂತ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ನೋಟ, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕ್ವಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ is nothing but a person knows the another person slightly but is not a close friend of him. In the first meet they are mutually understanding, and if it is positively converted means it will be continuous their relationship. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಸಕಾರಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಹಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. And the second one here, after this the second one here, build up. Build up is nothing but we should develop it. We should develop it. In this stage people try to understand each other, develop intimacy, and find out whether the chemistry matches, relationship continues. See here, intimacy. So they tells us intimacy. What it means, intimacy is nothing but the close friendship. The close friendship. Intimacy is nothing but the close friendship. See, this is the second stage of developing the interpersonal relationship. This is the second stage they are developing the interpersonal relationship. In this stage, the people or the individual person, they are going to understand each other, develop their close friendship, and find out whether their chemistry is nothing but their taste and preferences is matching towards the another person's taste and preferences. Their opinions, thoughts matches towards the another person's opinions and thoughts. So this is what we called as the chemistry of both the persons. So they are testing and they are build uping their chemistry will matches one person's taste and preferences, one person's thoughts with the another person's taste and preferences and thoughts and opinions. So this is the stage. In this stage they are build up their chemistry. So after they are build up their chemistry, if they are positively converted means then they are moving towards ಅನದರ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಸೊ ಅವರು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಾವನೆಗಳು, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಹವ್ಯಾಸಗಳು, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು, ಭಾವನೆಗಳು, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಆದಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವು ಮುಂದುವರಿತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಎರಡನೇ ಹಂತ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್, ಮುಂದುವರಿಕೆ. See, in this continuation stage, what happens in this continuation stage? So this is the peak stage relationship. This is the peak stage relationship is nothing but this is the top stage relationship. This stage is strengthens the mutual trust Trust is nothing but believeness. Trust is nothing but believeness increases and long term relationship develops. See, in this third stage, what happens here? In this third stage, the interpersonal relationship will move in a top range. So that is in this step. In this step, the each and every mutual believeness, mutual trust will be increases. A long-term relationship will be develops here in this third step. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮೂರನೇ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗುವಂತ ಈ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಅವರು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಭಾವನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ನಂಬಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ನಂಬಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರು ದೀರ್ಘ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯವನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಟೀರಿಯರೇಷನ್. ಡಿಟೇರಿಯರೇಷನ್. Here, what is meant by deterioration? Here, deterioration is nothing but the damage of the interpersonal relationship. The damage of the interpersonal relationship. Why? Because it is called as a damage of the interpersonal relationship means the relationship in this stage it is slowly develops negatively, means keeps on slightly it will create a damage in interpersonal relationship. Why? Because the negatively because of lot of reasons such as boring to talk, boring to talk the person, and dissatisfaction in their dealings, actions, activities, loss of trust. They are not continuing, they are not maintaining the believeness with them, as well as they are not maintaining the trustworthiness. For these reasons they are ending their relationship. Slowly it gradually damages their relationship. Others such negative reasons relationships start declining. It is not developing here, it is going to declining. So in this stage, so what is this stage called as deterioration stage. In this stage the relationship slightly going to decline, it is reducing because of the lot of reasons. The people sometimes they tells us I am very boring to talk with you, means the people they are very bored to talk with you, as well as they tells us I am not having trust with you, I am not having the believeness on you. So these statements in some situations it gives a negative impact on our mind. So therefore, in this stage, interpersonal relationship will going to decline. After that, the next stage here, termination. Termination is nothing but dissolution, closing. What we are going to closing here? We are closing the interpersonal relationship. We are closing the interpersonal relationship. Finally, the relationship vanishes. Vanishes is nothing but completely destroys. Vanishes is nothing but destroys. Completely destroys. The interpersonal relationship completely destroys because of two reasons. Because of two reasons. The first one is the steep misunderstanding. This is the most important point here. Misunderstanding. Misunderstanding is nothing but, so the misunderstanding, lack of believeness between the parties, this is the first reason. After that the second reason is the death of a person in the context of healthy relationship. In the context of healthy relationship is nothing but, so the lack of person originality, when in the starting point they are maintaining the original relationship, original thoughts, original feelings, then gradually it will be converted into fake conversation, fake relationship, fake communication. Each and everything fake means it results in duplication of the original person. So in these reasons, their interpersonal relationship will be damages completely. It will be destroys. So these are the five stages to develop the interpersonal relationship. What is the first stage? Acquaintance. Second stage, build up. Third stage, continuation. Fourth stage, deterioration. And the fifth stage is termination.